After Marshal Soult's French forces retreated from Portugal, Wellesley's 20,000 British troops advanced into Spain to join 33,000 Spanish troops under Cuesta. They moved up the Tagus Valley to Talavera, located approximately 120 kilometers southwest of Madrid. The British contingent numbered 20,641 troops. It included 4 infantry divisions, 3 cavalry brigades, and 30 cannons. The Spanish contingent totaled 35,000 troops, comprising 5 infantry divisions and 2 cavalry divisions, supported by around 30 artillery pieces. The infantry divisions were commanded by Zayas y Chacon, Iglesias, Portugo, Manglano, and Bascourt. The French army, nominally led by King Joseph Bonaparte, included 37,700 infantry and artillerymen and 8,400 cavalry, with approximately 80 cannons. First Corps, commanded by Victor, was composed of 3 infantry divisions and a light cavalry brigade. Fourth Corps consisted of Sébastiani's infantry division, a Polish division, a German-Dutch division, and a light cavalry brigade. On July 27th, as the French crossed the Alberta River and engaged, British and Spanish troops strategically took and retook positions, most notably the Cerro de Medellin Hill. Victor pushed for a full-scale attack, but Joseph Bonaparte preferred a more cautious approach. At dawn, French artillery on the Cerro de Cascajal targeted the British positions, causing significant losses. Wellesley, aware of the artillery's destructive potential from past experiences, promptly moved his troops to more protected positions. Ruffin's division, organized into columns of divisions, attacked the crucial Medellin Hill. This formation made each regimental assault about 160 files wide and 9 ranks deep. When the French got within effective range, the British troops emerged from their cover. The concentrated British fire from both front and flanks devastated the French columns, causing them to break and retreat. Victor then repositioned Ruffin's surviving forces towards the Seguirilla and reinforced them with a brigade from Vilat. Concurrently, Lapis, Sébastiani, and Laval launched a broad frontal attack against the British 1st and 4th Divisions. Laval's initial attack was met by Alexander Campbell's British troops and the Spanish cavalry regiment El Rey. The British 1st Division's Guards Brigade, led by Henry Campbell, successfully repelled the French regiments and pursued them, only to run into the French second line and heavy artillery fire, resulting in their rout and significant casualties. With the Guards in his center broken, Wellesley personally led the 48th Foot to close the gap created by the dispersion of Sherbrooke's division. Supported by Mackenzie's brigade from the 3rd Division, the 48th repelled the French second line's attack, stabilizing the situation as the Guards regrouped. Despite the failed main assault, Victor directed Ruffin's troops into the valley between the Medellin and the Seguirilla Hills. Anson's cavalry brigade was ordered to counter this move. The 1st King's German Legion Hussars advanced steadily, while the 23rd Light Dragoons charged wildly, falling into a hidden ravine that incapacitated many horses. Those who cleared the ravine were fended off by French infantry formed into squares. Pressing on, the 23rd Light Dragoons collided with Beaumont's cavalry behind Ruffin, suffering heavy losses. This encounter resulted in 102 casualties and 105 captures among the British Dragoons, necessitating their return to England for refitting. The failed French attacks marked the end of the day's combat. Napoleon later criticized Joseph and Jourdan for not deploying their reserve forces, which might have altered the battle's outcome. The Battle of Talavera resulted in significant casualties for both sides. The French lost 7,389 men and 17 guns, while the Allies lost 7,468 men. The day after the battle, 3,000 infantry of the Light Division reinforced the British Army after a remarkable march of 42 miles in 26 hours. Marshal Soult then advanced south, threatening to cut Wellesley off from Portugal. Initially underestimating Soult's force, Wellesley moved to block him, but soon learned Soult had 30,000 men. Realizing the danger, Wellesley withdrew his forces to avoid being cut off. By the 20th of August, all British forces had withdrawn across the mountains.